Hello everyone, we are going to make a classic granny square today with a twist. So this is normally what you would see as your end result. You can see right here. This is when you slip stitch and you chain a 3 to connect the rounds. You can see that the chain 3 and slip stitch into that first stitch create this little not so cute looking edge. But with the technique I'm going to show you today, you don't have that at all, and your corners are perfectly looking. So let's get started. I am using a 3mm hook today in case you're interested. Go ahead and put on your slip knot, and then we're going to start with a chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to continue by slip stitching into our first stitch right here, and we created this beautiful loop. Go ahead and hold your end tail here towards the back and then just work it in, and then you can cut it off later and you don't have to sew it in. So to get started with our granny square, we're going to chain 3, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So the chain 3 will count as our first double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you have 4 double crochets on your hook. You're going to continue with a chain 2. That's for our corner. And then you continue on with 4 more double crochets. You're going to chain 2, 4 more double crochets, okay, so we have 4, chain 2, 4, chain 2, 4. I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to do a 4th set of 4 double crochets. Okay, so I did my last set of 4 double crochets. So normally what you would do is you would do a chain 2, and then you would slip stitch into the top of your chain 3 to close the loop, and then you would do a chain 3 to get started on your next one. Okay, but when you do it this way, it's gonna create this not so cute line here, so you can see the connection line. So we don't want to do that. Okay, so and I'm going to remove the 2 chains as well. Okay, so we here at our last double crochet. What you're going to do is you're going to chain 1. Instead of chaining 2, you chain 1, You yarn over and you're going to do a half double crochet into the top of the chain 3. So yarn over, insert your hook into the top of the chain 3. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. You yarn over and you pull through all 3 loops. And that is how you avoid that connection line. So with a normal chain 2 slip stitch and a chain 3, you end up kind of like over here, which is why that connection line continues on. While when you do it with a half double crochet connection, your line actually is over here, and then you chain 3 to get started on the next round. So this is traditional way you would connect over here and do your slip stitch chain 3. While with this method, your connection is right over here, and your chain 3 space is actually the first stitch of each row, and is a much cleaner look, as you can see. So let's do that one more time. I'm going to take this off. You chain 1, you yarn over, you insert your hook into the top of your chain 3. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. So this is like a half double crochet. You yarn over and you pull through all of the loops. Okay, let's do one more round together. So you're going to start out with a chain 3. And for the granny square, every round we're going to add 2 double crochets on each side. So my 4 double crochets are here in the middle. This will count as my first double crochet. I'm going to do 1 more into the corner space. So I got my 2 double crochets. Now I'm going to work my 4 double crochets in the middle. So we're going to double crochet into our 4 double crochets. Here's your first one. The first one's a little hard to see. And here is your second one. Here's your third double crochet. And here's your 4th double crochet. And here in the corner, we're going to put 2 double crochets. 1, 2. To form the corner, we're going to do a chain 2. And then we're going to put another 2 double crochets into the corner. So now you've done your first corner. Now do your 4 double crochets in the middle. We're back at a corner space, so do 2 double crochets. And then you can do a chain 2. And you do another 2 double crochets into the corner. And that was your second corner. So I'm going to continue, follow along, or skip to the next timestamps if you like. Okay, so I just finished my 4 double crochets here in the center. Here I'm at the last corner. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 double crochets into the corner. Okay, so now we need to connect this. Do a chain 1, yarn over, insert your hook into the top chain. You have 3 loops, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops and connect. And that's how you get perfect connections. And then from here you're going to do a chain 3, and you're going to begin your next round with 1 more double crochet. Remember that the chain 3 will count as a double crochet. And now, originally we had 4 double crochets here in the middle, but remember every round you're going to add 2 on this side and 2 on this side. So we're adding 4 double crochets every single round. So this was 4, so now you should have 8 double crochets in the middle. If you don't have 8, then you know there's something wrong. So go ahead and work the 8 in the middle. That was my 8th. Now I'm at the corner. I'm going to do 2 double crochets followed by a chain 2 and another 2 double crochets. Okay, and you continue that all the way around, and I'm going to show it to you one more time. So go ahead and finish round number 3 and I'll meet you right back. Okay, so I am all the way back to the first corner. So I'm going to do my 2 double crochets. And then to connect the round, going to do a chain 1, yarn over, insert your hook into that 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3, pull through. Now you have 3 loops, yarn over, pull all 3 loops, and you have a perfect corner. So this is how you make a perfect granny square, and you just repeat. And then remember, every round you add a total of 4 more double crochets. If you found this tutorial helpful, I would love to hear from you guys. Give me a like, share, or your subscription would be the ultimate compliment. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.